One of my jobs as your bankruptcy attorney is to plan accordingly around the exemptions we're going to use in your case. Arizona is an opt-out state, meaning that 99% of the time we use Arizona exemptions. So long as you've lived in Arizona for the past 2 years, we're going to use Arizona exemptions. It doesn't mean you can't file a bankruptcy petition in Arizona if you've lived here less than 2 years. It just means we'll use different exemptions, more likely than not federal exemptions. But in any event, whichever exemption scheme we're going to use for you, one of my jobs is to allocate the exemptions to your property so you keep all of your property. It may also mean that I tell you to move a piece of property or change what it looks like right before we file. And that is called good exemption planning. Some of my clients are worried when I tell them to do this. They say, isn't that fraud? For example, I had a client just recently who wanted to file Chapter 7. He had a lot of debt, $70,000 or $80,000 of credit card debt, but he had $5,000 in cash in a bank account, and he was an unmarried man. And so cash is non-exempt if it's above $600. So he said, what do I do with this $4,400 in cash? Well, he was driving a 1994 car. He really needed a new car. And I said, well, go and buy a new car. Either buy it outright for the $4,400 or just use it as a deposit and get a car that you're going to make a payment on. And his response, well, isn't that fraud? Isn't the trustee going to think I'm trying to hide money? Well, no, it isn't, because we're taking a non-exempt asset of cash and we're turning it into an exempt asset, a car. In Arizona, we have a $6,000 exemption for a single man for an automobile. So as long as there's less than $6,000 worth of equity in the car, then the car is exempt. Remember, equity is measured by the value of the car minus the debt on the car. So this gentleman took his $4,400. He went and bought a $4,000 car outright. We filed the bankruptcy petition. That's good exemption planning.